we must decouple human value from labor and design a world where nervous system regulation, presence, and relational safety, not productivity, form the foundation of society. Mm-hmm. So how did you kind of formulate that thesis?
I was looking at the kind of new existence of AI in this world and the questions that we get to ask because of it. And listening to the fears, everybody's afraid of all the different horrible things that could happen with AI. And honestly, a lot of them are happening with AI. But my favorite thing about bringing a consciousness that is non-human into this plane now is now we get to ask the question of what is it that makes us human? So as AI begins to replace what we consider to be maybe fundamentally human, our, sense of purpose, our productivity, the things that we accomplish, because that's what our society is so centered around. As we bring in something that takes away our need to accomplish and replaces it with abundance, what do we have left?
What do we have left?
I don't know. And I think the answer to that so far that I've come up with is connection. It's our connection with each other. As of right now, AI isn't at a point where it can touch and feel and sync up nervous systems the way that human beings can. It can't relate quite the way that we do. It can relate in really interesting ways that I still think are really helpful. But I think what makes us profoundly human is our relationship with each other. But if you think about all the different things that AI can replace, when it took art off the table for humans, that was when it got really scary, because human beings held the idea that AI would never replace human creativity and the ability to create art and poetry. And when it started doing that, it really rocked the face of what we think of what it means to be human. So if being productive isn't what it means to be human, if creating art isn't what it means to be human, what does it mean to be human?
I don't know, but I saw an AI generated podcast and it was like two babies. It was like very animated, like two babies drinking beer and smoking, and they were like telling jokes and cussing. It was like made by AI.
Yeah.
And I was like, of course people are going to watch that over like two people trying to save the world. Yeah, it is scary. But what do we have? We have connection. I like to think of animals a lot because I think there's a lot to learn there. But if we just observe animals in their natural habitats, what are they doing? They just eat. They're usually in a community of some sort. They're protecting each other. They just don't have the same language as we have. I would argue humans have the most intelligent form of language, maybe. We don't know how birds communicate. I don't know how they all fly together like that. Like they're very smart.
That's true.
But like we can sit down and have a intimate conversation, and that's what makes us unique. So in a world where maybe we've lost a monetary system, we don't need to produce anything. Food is another story, but like, what do we do on a daily basis?
Well, that's why I call it the age of enough.
Right.
Because the truth is we face a future where, because of AI and innovations, we could have enough for everybody of all of our basic resources. And what happens when we don't have to strive to get our basic needs met, when we can finally climb out of our survival brain, right? And that's that lizard brain. What happens when we get to embody a state of creativity